have they?
He never.
There was the referee was impeccable. In fact, and that's to say that about the referee in any game that Rangers are involved in is quite uncanny. The referee, he'd no bearing in the game. Can I just pick up on something that Bridgeman saying? I can see a point what he's saying, but we've got to remember here, being top of the league would have been nice, but I mean, since the turn of the year, guys, there was 24 points up for grabs, and we only managed to get 14 of them.
Exactly.
So we can't blame him but ourselves, and I can understand where Bridges coming. Being at the pinnacle gives you that boost and confidence, and I can understand. We were all unhappy about the rearranging of the game and the Friday night because of TV, which would have let us play that game that couldn't be played. But it is what it is, and we've shot ourselves in the foot so many times, and we need to try and pick ourselves up. What do we do? Well, we can't sack the manager, although there's a lot of call for that happening.
Oh, we'll come to that. Let's get the game out of the way. Yeah,
I know what you're saying, but I mean, the game was another calamity. It was another 2 points drop, which should never have been. As you said, we were coasting it Oxshire, and it fell apart.
I've not watched it back, JFK. I don't often. I usually sometimes I make some mental notes, and then I come on to the show, and then maybe you look at highlights. You know what I mean? You know, I've got the whole of the UK economy in my hands, as you know.
But the case of Andy Halliday, you know, we know Andy Halliday's been a decent servant. That's all you could say for us. You know,
we all like Andy.
Aye.
Andy Halliday's been a decent servant. That's all you
Is that Scott back?
I'm back in, mate. Sorry, I lost my cut off there.
You cut the show off?
I just turned it off there. Because I couldn't hear it there a minute ago. I must have lost. I've turned it off now, mate.
Right,
sorry about
that. Mate. That's all right, mate. Don't do it again. You got a final written warning, all right? Right, on you go. Imagine interrupting JFK.
Oh, sorry about that.
But it just shows you how bottom of the barrel we've been scraping when we're having to rely on Andy Halliday to come in. Now, the gaffer should have known to supplement the defence by bringing another left back in. And he heard me, Andy Halliday. He's done his very, very best for us when he's come in, but you know something, he wasn't anywhere near it.
No, I just put a wee announcement with a slight technical issue for a couple of minutes there. Everything's back running and everything's up and running fine, all sorted out. But the wizard that is technical Terry. James, what's the name? A few more colours looking to come in.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yep, on you go.
I'm coming in November this year, so I'll definitely meet you at the bistro this time. But if you can get me a ticket, fine, or I'll just go into iBooks and ask for sale from Tennessee.
We're gearing up getting people tickets, mate. We're having nightmares. We do all the good work, and it's calamity stations. We got Denver sorted out for a game. It was cancelled.
Okay, I'll just get a ticket myself.
I will get you a ticket. Just let us know in plenty of time. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. We'll see you
later. Bring your money, James. Bring your money.
I'll bring the magnets this time. You get a magnet.
Well said, James. Well said.
Okay.
Cheers, mate. Speak to you soon, mate. Bye.
Bye now. Thanks. Bye.
Right, and you come, Scott, with some more points, mate.
I'm just going to say it. Do you think? Who do you think will play at left back at Wednesday night? Do you think Halliday will play, or do you think he'll go with Aribo? Because as Jimmy was saying there, I'm not too sure about Halliday.
I think Barisic will play.
Do you think he'll be fit? Yeah, because he said the other day he was going to miss maybe 2 games, maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised if Barisic is playing. I don't know why, mate. I've nothing to back that up.
I know he was half the pace yesterday altogether, Halliday. Just didn't look comfortable at all. And I don't know. And Aribo looked a lot better when he came on, but I don't know if he'll play him at left back or not.
Aribo, I mean, let's be honest, Aribo's getting me a fat ball and I was Andy. I love Andy Halliday as a bloke, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
But he's had a good career at Rangers, and it's coming to an end for him at the summer, and it's time for us to move on, because that wages and all these wages, your Holts, your Hallidays, that's been like a noose around your neck to move us to that next level of quality that Bridgeman and Fox are always banging on about.
See if you're talking about defence.
We'll be joined by the 44-year-old who's just joined us, the Global Ambassador. Evening, Global.
Evening, gentlemen. How are yous?
Evening, Al.
Even now,
Rudy, I've got a question for you, buddy.
Aye.
Right. Well, it's more for Mrs. Rudy. So if Mrs. Rudy's listening, could you answer this through your proxy that is your husband?
That should be good.
This'll be good. Is it mince in your stovies or steak slice, Rudy? And please don't disappoint me.
No, I can tell you right now, mate. It's steak slice every time.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. I had an
Steak
argument yesterday with a boy.
No, going to be the steak.
Who did you have an argument with? A heathen?
Well, I think he was actually waxing or shaving his eyebrows, so he didn't. I couldn't get it right out of him, but I think he was one of the one eyebrow brigade. He said mince, and it wasn't even steak mince. He was talking about the economy mince here. I wouldn't even give that to Big Blue the dog.
Stovies and mince and totties are two different dishes, isn't it?
Correct. I know, but you get folk that put mince in their stovies. This is confusing. This isn't really. The world will turn on its head if we ever see that happening. Anyway.
If he's one of them, Ali probably does put mince in his stovies.
Economy mince, like.
You know what I mean?
Not on a Friday, but.
Not on a Friday, no.
No, it puts fish in it. Aye, anyway.
Nothing wrong with a fish supper. Nothing wrong with a fish supper.
As long as it's fresh,
no.
man. As long as it's fresh, bridge, man, eh?
Have you ever got a chance and you're ever in a fishmonger's and you see a fish called flathead? I catch it all the time here. It's absolutely beautiful. Have a look out for it, flathead. I don't know if you'll get it in the UK, but it's a beautiful, beautiful fish. Deep fried, excellent. Anyway, back to the calamity that is the Glasgow Rangers. I agree with Jimmy. I'm sick to the back teeth of hearing about this player that's Tavernier. We waited weeks and weeks and weeks, and all the superlatives came out about him and Ryan Jack, and our team would progress, and that didn't happen. Never going to happen. We need a captain that screams, shouts, balls and roars. That's what our club needs. I think we also need a manager that screams, balls and roars and screams for the parapet. Very, very disappointed, and I don't see things changing anytime soon. He's going to be stubborn, Steven Gerrard, because he's Steven Gerrard, and that's it. He's a man. I don't think he'll be told. I done a wee bit of looking up yesterday. That Beale guy, I don't even know why he's there and try. He's a published author. I think he's got 3-4 books now on football formations.
Aye,
coaching and aye. Well, he's wanting to start reading them, or he's wanting to start handing them out.
Maybe that's the problem, mate. Because, the game's not as complicated as some of these coaching books make it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Look, I want my team to succeed, and whoever's the manager at the time, and these are no, you can check up. I never like Kieran Gerrard coming because it was another experiment, and I appreciate all the off-field things and the prestige he's brought slightly back to the club, but all that will be ruined. He'll ruin his own legacy. If he doesn't produce results on the park, and that's starting to happen, guys. I'm very disappointed.
I'm still on the train, Al, but I'll be.
I know you are. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate another fan. But I can hear it in your voice. I can hear something.
I'll tell you this: when Warburton was the manager,
yes,
we talked about stubbornness will get you the sack, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if you keep making the same mistakes, people want you out. And people, if you can't change your formation and you don't react to things that are not working, well, you can do it once, but if you keep doing it, it's bordering on madness.
There is a saying, isn't there? There's a meme for that goes about if you keep making the same. I don't know who quoted it, but there's nothing true here. And I want him to succeed, and I want my club to succeed, and I want Golson to play better. But Golson, what is he? He's a big soapy trumpet. Is that the right phrase I'm using there?
That might be That might be what.
But he'll not be dropped. He will not be dropped.
I'm saying if you keep making the same mistakes, and you keep making them, that's when you question. Right, okay, there's something all right here. Now I'm still on the train. There's been some great progress made this year.
Yes. Could I just say one other thing before I go? Because I need to go. I've got to take the reins to school. Does it coincide with this new director of football coming in?
What you mean, the loss of form? The loss of form?
Well, is there something behind the scenes? Is there something that's not right?
I don't know, mate. I mean, you can put up arguments for that because it looks like that. JFK, just because it went from champagne to, it looks like that. There's been a fall.
How you doing now?
Aye, good, Jimmy. Good.
I'm with Alan. The fact is, I'm getting a bit fed up. You know, I'm willing to give Steven Gerrard another throw of the dice, but then again, I'm kind of going 60-40 in favour of going looking elsewhere. I just think at times these substitutions leave a lot to be desired. I'm the same as Big Al there. I looked up the Rangers coaches and Michael Beale for me. I don't know. I did say away at the very, very start, and I get shot down here on the show. There'll be many people, and everyone's got their own opinion. For me, I just didn't see the sense of Gary McAllister. I didn't see what the connection was there at all, apart from Liverpool. Some people have been saying that maybe he's a blue nose. Well, show me the evidence that he's a blue nose. For me, I think that it's an easy game, football.
Can I say a name to you, Jimmy? Because I need to go. I need to take the box to school. And this is just right off the cuff. I was thinking about something yesterday. Would you sack Gerrard and bring in Barry Ferguson as the manager tomorrow morning? Yes or no?
No.
Right, okay.
No. 100% no.
I wouldn't sack Gerrard for nobody.
Gerrard's no due to sack, mate. Look, but we're sitting in Europe. I know,
but
my revenue streams have went up. Yeah, we've made mistakes against Hearts.
But he's not winning the league, Ox, and that's the main important thing. And you can't bang the same
drum. It's a 4-year project, mate.
4 years is no good. Nah, it's not at Rangers a 4-year project, man. Another experiment.
You've got to look at the low base over that, mate, with the people we had. And you might be right about Tarvin that ultimately they might not be of the bottle and might be good enough.
Before Big Al goes, can I just ask a question? Right, before Big Al goes, right? I mean, I'm falling into the same camp as Al. What I agree with you saying there, but you've got to think about how many season tickets will we sell if we don't win the league next season.
That's what I would just want the league, Jimmy.
Exactly, I'm the same.
We will sell it approximately the same number.
We'll always sell that. Aye. You'll buy yours, Jimmy, won't you?
Of course I will.
Well, there you go. I think we will, and I personally, I don't see that as a problem. That might become a problem if we keep having seasons that we don't win leagues, and the way if we're back, we keep saying we're back. Well, we're back, so start winning league titles. And whoever that is, whether it's Gerrard, Michael Beale, Gary McAllister, there was a boy on talking about Darren McInnes. He's on the Bob Hope in Oslo, so get off the gear in Oslo.
At least it's no as far out as Barry Ferguson.
No, I'm not asking. No, the reason I said Ferguson was because I think he could read it up. I know he's coming through junior football. I'm not stupid about that. The only reason I'm saying that is I think we need somebody there that actually gets the club. Gerrard's a Liverpool man. We all know it. We're all hanging. He's not interested in Rangers. He's using Rangers as a stepping stone. Used to yourself and Jimmy Ox said earlier in the show, Rangers are a bigger club than Liverpool. That was Jimmy's quote. And you said Rangers shouldn't be used as a stepping stone. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, mate, Rangers are getting used as a stepping stone. And I don't like that. That pisses me right off. And I just don't like it. Whereas I think Ferguson coming in, it might work, it might not work. But I'll tell you one thing, if he did come in, he'd let a few people in that changing room know the truth. Let them exactly know where they stand. And if they can't take that on board, then they go. It's as simple as that. I just think Ferguson would be that type of man that could go in there and read it up a bit. Anyway, I need to go and take the kids to school. Sorry for the rant, General.
Go. Enjoy your
Enjoy your day, big man. Take
Don't
care.
be getting too upset if you're driving. Take it easy, pal.
Watch that blood pressure. Right, here we go. We'll get James Ways and who's the other caller? Scott's Ways and
Scott. Aye.
Bernard caller joined us.
It's me.
George,
mate.
Get it out before we go for a tune, mate.
Right. I totally agree with JFK now, 100%. And I'll tell you something now. See Goldstein. See that for carry on with the ball. 8-year-olds and 12-year-olds can't heed the ball. I think Goldstein's already going through that, now. Because I'm telling you, everybody goes for he misses it. I think he's got brain damage already. I'm not kidding, man.
George,
I agree with everything, man. I swear to God, and Tavernier, man, he's just not the man. He's not the man at all for us, man. He's pathetic.
George, Goldson is not a traditional centre half. You need to go back.
The guy
he's not. Man. He thinks he's a ball playing centre half. That's what he thinks he is.
Sometimes he thinks big passes.
He thinks if you're playing 4-3-3, we should be playing the ball out from the goalkeeper. That's what he thinks.
Agree with you.
Right?
I agree with you.
What we need, and I'm not being funny, all the squad that we've got now need to carry us through until the end of the season and keep going, because we've got a cup, we've got possibly playing the cup, and we've got Europe to take, and we need to keep going and win as much as we can in the games and retain the second spot and get us to the end of the season. And we've got a couple of quid coming from the European area, a couple of million, should I say 17 million or something like that. The club needs that. So we really need to get to the end of the season. And the very first thing in our manager's mind must be 2 killer centre-halves.
Well said, mate. Well said. I agree with you 100%.
He can't sign any centre-halves to get someone.
I never slept a wink last night because of that. Not a wink.
So, sorry, what did you say there, Roxy? I missed you, pal.
The manager's get the problem we've got is getting people at the door, mate.
Oh, of course, I understand that. That's I'm always saying that's got to be in his mind. If he's going to bring somebody into our team, anybody coming into our team, the very first thing he must bring in is more solid defenders, more solid, bigger, stronger, quicker.
The cry was no defenders, right?
That's
Get
correct.
yourselves a mute. You're going to have a tune for the old school boy.
There's a pub in Green Street where all good proddies you will meet. So come down here and together we'll have a jar. A welcome there you will receive, so good that you won't want to leave. A fine wee pub is Saltcoats Mermaid Bar. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. We all support the Queen and Crown. The prices here are the best in town, and the bar staff, they are one terrific crew. Everyone laughing, full of cheer. It's one tremendous atmosphere, singing to support the red, white and blue. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. It's nice to come to the Mermaid Bar when Rangers are playing at Ibrox Park. You'll forget your worries and all your cares, singing songs against the Thames before you watch the Rangers win. For everyone here supports the Teddy Bears. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. If you are up from Belfast town, Tyrone, Fermanagh or County Down, Armagh, Antrim or London, Derry shores, the Mermaid is the place for you, so come and have a drink or two. Next time in Saltcoats you'll want to come back for more. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. You'll hear the a sash, and there is walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy, as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time at the Mermaid was had by one and all.
He's a try of that technical, Terry.
And he just,
you'll hear the sash.
I'm reading Ron Bell in the thing, and I think Ronnie's got a lot of sense. He speaks. Being a Rangers supporter is not just about the good times. You've got to. This is about. We've had a blip. It might be the end of Steven Gerrard in a year's time. It might be 18 months' time. But we've got to get behind them. If we don't, whatever we do, in my opinion, only my opinion, we'll go further back than where we are. The snow, and things might get worse. We've got a global star, and we've got to maximise that. Now he's got to learn. He's learning on his feet. I don't like the stepping stone saying for Liverpool, because the Rangers is a massive job, and he's been doing it like Souness. And he's got to pick up the cudgel in one way. It might be that he might have to change his coaching staff. Some of them might be too close to him, too nice, and it might have to develop.
I have to agree with that.
That's what management's about. Look at Fergie. Look how many number twos he didn't. He used more number twos, and we go for number twos.
But there's a difference there, Ox, here. I know what you're talking about. I remember when Fergie went down there and he was one goal away for losing the FA Cup. And they blamed Jim Leighton for that, and they went on to win it, and that saved his career.
When they beat Crystal Palace, it was
but look, down there, mate, it's not a two-team league. Let's be honest up here. Second up in Scotland is nothing, especially
you've also got to look at the big picture.
But we've not got a big picture now, have we? It's all right saying that. Right, I mean, like yourself, I've been going to see the Rangers a long time.
Not that long ago, we were getting beat with Alloa and Kirkcaldy.
I know that.
And now we're going and we're beating Braga 3-2 at Ibrox, and we're beating Porto. But we're too quick to. I'm as hot as much as any. The league performances have been atrocious since we come back. Every one of them. And even the cup performance against Hamilton.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question here. Right, throw it around to everybody and anybody. Right. We slated Kashina.
Anyway, right. Before you go on with your question, we'll be joined by another caller. Look at the script, mate. I did the questions on the show. You're on a barrel. Right, we'll get to this caller. We'll have your question.
What a shocker.
Evening caller. Look at his contract.
2 lollipops, that's all I get.
And a swizzle.
Am I getting a swizzle now? Oh, God.
For the Sunday.
Maybe.
Come on, caller, hurry up. JFK's want to ask his question.
Can you not hear me?
Speak up.
Can you not hear me?
We can hear you a wee bit. Who is it?
Baloo. It's Baloo.
Oh, Baloo.
Baloo, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad.
Right, get it off your chest, Baloo, before we let JFK ask his question.
Shout it out, pal. Shout it out.
There is too much to get off my chest. Let him ask his question. Well, you know, I sat and watched the game again just before I came online, and
are you mad?
No, it has to be done. I said to you the other night, I said, when I sit and watch something 3 times, then I'm seeing what Gerrard sees when the game's going on. So that's kind of the way I look at it, you know.
Right, what did you see?
What did I see? Well, for one, the first goal when it should have been cleared and ended up at Katic. Katic tried to get to it. He got it, but he fell when he landed. Now, people thought Gerrard fell, cost him the championship for Liverpool. People thought sometimes happens. But see, the next time you look at this and you get a chance to watch it again, watch what Goldson does. Now,
it took you 3 watches to see that Goldson made the first error.
No. It's what he does when Katic puts the ball up in the air. I saw him missing the first header. But it's what he does when Katic is on the deck. You watch him. You watch what he does and watch what. I mean, it's unbelievable how he's not a defender. He doesn't think like a defender. He just doesn't have. Honestly, he doesn't have a clue. To be perfectly honest. I mean, the whole time the ball was in the air, he was looking at the ball in the air. He wasn't looking to see what was happening with the defenders, what was behind him, who to the right. As soon as the ball came back down, I looked where he should at his right. He'd already looked to see Katic was on the deck. I mean, it's abysmal. He was actually almost close enough to catch him when the event happened. See, when the tackle got done and he fell, it was probably close enough to put a bit of pace on. You watch how little pace he puts on. He doesn't even try a leg to get back there. And probably by the time he actually saw it anyway, it was too late. But had he actually done something about it at the point in time, he could have been back there. He could have at least put the guy under pressure and maybe made it a bit easier for the goalkeeper. Some people say goalkeeper.
Talk us, since you've watched it 4 times, talk us through the second goal.
The second goal, well, for the start, obviously the two centre halves getting in each other's road yet again. I mean, why Goldson even thinks he's going to actually get under a ball and hit it is beyond me, because he never does. So why did he not just get out the road and let Katic play it? And he didn't. He got in his road and ended up the two of them faffed it. Then it went out to the wing. Number 2, Tav should at least have stopped the guy getting across, and he did everything right. He put it on, he got him out onto the wing, got him onto the line, pushed him down to the actual byline, and then he let him cross it. It ended up with the corner. But did you see what Tav did when the ball came in? I mean, I know Katic actually technically missed the ball, but to be honest with you, if you think about the course of the match, the ball flying out into that corner the whole day, it was swirling. The balls were going long, balls were going short. It was all over the place. And I think that's what happened with Katic. Katic actually jumped up after the run. I think he was half anticipating he was going to get his head on it. But by the time it got to him, it was down near his feet. And he got one on it. But at the same time, Tavernier was facing him. Tavernier was in front of Katic, looking at him and cringing because he thought he was going to get clattered. If Tavernier had done what he should have done, when he was before even Katic got to him, Tavernier was probably facing the ball. There was a guy pressing him for the back. I think it was May. Tav should at least have got the head on it and put out for another corner. But he turned round and shot himself. Blocked himself. And essentially the ball came off Tav and then went to May and then into the net. So I mean, it all takes another watch. It's unbelievable how bad it was.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I had to watch it again to realise how bad it was, but I like the way you've summed it up. Right, GFK, come on, give us it.
Right. We all come on here and other places and we slaughter Kashina, and rightly so, because he was a terrible, terrible manager. But no just on here, but I get the impression that all the people that I've spoken to, all Rangers fans like myself in Yorkshire, they feel that Steven Gerrard seems to be above criticism because of the status that he's got. No, wait, let me finish, mate. Because of the status that he's got, because he was Stevie G, captain of Liverpool, Champions League winner, and people, and I believe you me, I mean, people do get angry when you criticise them. And I think that's ridiculous. As a Rangers, we're entitled to our opinion. Right, but nobody say, I'm not saying sack Stevie G. What I'm saying is, and you've said it on here many times, he's not beyond criticism, and we're here to critique it. But as soon as somebody says Stevie G, people jump on the tapway and say, oh, you're wanting the manager sacked and that. Not at all. What I'm saying is, me and my humble opinion, I think that he's doing a lot of things wrong. And I think there's a change in the dressing room that, for whatever reason, he doesn't seem to have control in. Again, that's only my opinion. If you can't criticise the manager for what we feel he's doing wrong, then what's the use? We criticise Kashina because he was ranked rotten. And I'm not saying Stevie G's ranked rotten, but I tell you something, he needs to get his finger out and he needs to get out quick. We are 2 games away. I'll double the question. If we don't win our next 2 games, qualify for Europe, and get knocked out the Scottish Cup, what do you think the phone-in will be like next Saturday?
There'll be more moss on the stone.
Right, well.
Jimmy, see, yesterday, I still had the feeling that we could do the league. Do you know that? Up until yesterday. I was getting them up to yesterday. I thought, game in hand, couple of games against them. Let's sort them out and let's keep winning. Let's see how we get on come the end of the season. See, when that final whistle went yesterday, my stomach was empty, Jimmy. I had a big empty feeling in my stomach.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's unusual for his stomach to be empty.
Yeah.
Because when that final whistle went, Jimmy, it completely dawned on me. That's the league completely gone now. That's it. There's no way that team are capable of making the points up. It's just not going to happen.
Well, I did say before.
Your point about Steven Gerrard, Jimmy. I'm with you 100%. I don't care who the manager of Rangers is. Yep. See, when he's making mistakes and we can all see that he's making mistakes, then we've got every right to criticise. And it doesn't matter if it's Steven Gerrard or if it's Jose Mourinho. I don't care who it is. If they're Rangers manager and they're making mistakes and we're watching that we've watched back from Dubai, we're entitled to have our say about it, Jimmy. It's simple as you're 100%, mate.
Yeah, that's the way I feel.
You're entitled to have your say on here as long as me and Bridgman let you. That's simple.
Sorry, Ox. So no make
We'll be joined by a caller. I think it's Bournemouth Bear. Evening, Bournemouth.
Hello, it's Andy.
Andy, how
Hello.
you doing, mate?
Scunnered. No other word for it. Fed up getting beat, fed up losing, fed up drawing. The bottom line is, and it's pretty obvious, and I don't blame the manager, I don't really blame the players. The bottom line is the type of players that we have are no good enough for the whole season to be consistent enough to win a title. Everything else that we do as a club, the cups, the European runs, are all well and good. But the bottom line is, as we all know, to be successful as a club, we need to be consistent. Only consistency will win a title, and we don't have the players that are consistent enough. We can play well at times, but not good enough yet to win a title. And it's blatantly obvious. We can argue about the manager, we can argue about individual players, we can argue about what they do, but the bottom line is they're not good enough to continue to win a title through a whole season.
Is it the squad that's not good enough, mate? Maybe the 15, 18 players?
Absolutely, we have far too many players that are hangers-on, players that really should no longer be at the club, and it will take, I think you said it yourself, it will take another season. But there was a comment made by the chap, I don't know his name, the Australian chap, he's away to take his kids to school.
Big Al.
Big Al. And he made a comment there, and not one of you's picked this up on. He says, quote, that Gerrard has no interest in Rangers.
No, I don't believe that for a minute, mate.
But that's what he said, and none of you challenged him over that, because of course he has an interest in Rangers. Now, whether he's the greatest manager in the world, time will tell, because we need to win the league.
Might have been laughing at his Barry Ferguson statement at the same time.
Well, that's a ridiculous statement. Barry Ferguson, really, come on. But you need to challenge people. This is a phone-in show with Rangers supporters like myself. We all fall in. We're all passionate about our club. But when people come out with ridiculous statements, we really should be saying, excuse me, that's just out of order. You can't say that our manager doesn't care.
Some are a bit touchy, Andy, when you challenge them about a point, so you've got to watch. They're a wee bit touchy, some of them,
Have you seen the size of Big Al?
He's a big laddie.
He's 12,000 miles away, I don't care.
Trust me, it appears.
Andy was just giving his opinion, pal. He was just giving his
I
opinion.
appreciate that, but the opinion says that he doesn't care. Now, what manager of Rangers have we had in history that doesn't care? Of course he cares. He's gutted that we're not doing as well as he wants. But my view is it's not Gerrard's fault, and ultimately it's not our players' fault, because they're not good enough. They're not consistent enough to win a title. You just look across the road, and I hate doing it, but they're consistent. That's why they're, they're heavy favourites to win the title.
But you're contradicting yourself there, mate. You're saying that you can't blame the manager, and the players aren't good enough. Who brought the players in?
Well, the bottom line is we don't have.
You're saying that like Big Al's come on and said that the managers doesn't care, but then in the next sentence you're saying that the manager does care and that the players aren't good enough. So who bought the players? The manager.
the manager.
So who's right then, the manager or the players or Big Al?
The bottom line is the manager picks the players that he's allowed to buy depending on how much money's got in his pocket. It's as simple as that. We know that. That's nothing new in football. We can all go and buy world-class players if we've got the money. We don't have the money. We're buying decent players, but not enough of them to be consistent over a whole season. We have players that can play fantastically well at times. We can have fantastic results, but away to Kilmarnock, we're hopeless.
The problem we've got is we've been hamstrung with a lot of these players that we've been with the club for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
and they've been
it'll take a long time to get shot at them.
Well, they're all, the contracts are all starting to come to an end, particularly this summer. There's tens of thousands of pounds per week going to disappear off our wage bill.
Can I say something on that?
On you go, Pritch.
I was just going to say, Andy, I agree with you, Andy, about the consistency. I think that's obvious to everybody. We play absolutely superbly well, particularly in the last 25 minutes against Braga. And I said, my summing up after that game was, we have to carry this forward. The players have to carry this forward. They have to make sure that they're all up, feeling the same way, ready for the game. All the things that they was making them play as well as that in last Thursday night. And we never got that. We got it late on in the game when we got to 2-1. A good fight back from us, played lovely football and scored two cracking goals. But then we just seemed to make another mistake, a tragic mistake, and you could see the guy's head's going down. You could just literally see our player's head going down. And that's the thing that kills everybody, because it's like you're not trying. We're lumbering then, What have we got to do? If you were a midfielder in Rangers and you're pushing the ball and you've got a guy like Canberry and Morelos, you've got these two guys that they want to score goals, and you're doing everything you can, and somehow or other the other mob clear the ball, they get a corner, and what do we do? Our centre half can't clear the ball. The right back's in his way. You name it, all the daftest things that you could ever think of were actually happening to us. Which is actually it's no right in the head.
Well, I'll tell you all day. Let's hear from our manager for yesterday. We've not heard from him yet on the show. I mean, I know we've all listened and heard from him. Let's hear what he's summing up of yesterday's performance. Get yourself in mute, lads.
Well, I think from a defensive point of view, it was nowhere near good enough. We've conceded 2 really, really poor goals, and I can't say I'm standing here shocked and surprised because it's happened too many times of late. I thought second half we were outstanding to get ourselves back level and then get ourselves in front. And I should be standing here now talking about Flo Canberry and Joe Aribo and Morelos getting a third for us, because we've created endless chances in the second half to kill the game off. We don't kill it off, and then again we're poor defensively for their second goal. So it's a real big frustration at the moment. I need to find solutions for this team defensively because we're conceding too many goals.
Yeah, is that frustration, as you say, doubly more so today, because attacking wise, as you say, it was pretty excellent second half?
Yeah, well look, you can understand if your team doesn't start a game well. It happens from time to time. Unfortunately we went a goal down really early, but I thought we reset ourselves quite well and we made some positive changes at the break, got ourselves in front, and we should have made it 3-1 at a really important time. Unfortunately we couldn't do that. But at 2-1 you still expect the players, there's enough experience, enough quality out there to see the game out. A simple ball over the top of us that we don't defend well enough, and then we give a set piece away, we don't stop a cross out wide. And then it's just a real easy, simple goal from a St Johnstone point of view, which from our point of view isn't good enough.
I know it's hard to take positives from games like this, but Flo Canberry, as you say, made such an impact, and that's great for him going into Thursday potentially.
He's been positive since day one, in every session, on and off the pitch, and every time I brought him on the pitch he's been fantastic, so let's hope he can continue that. We're going to need a big performance from him on Wednesday, but I don't even feel like thinking about Wednesday just now because I'm really frustrated with the result today.
Yeah, I mean, how does Wednesday's build up begin? Do you have to really debrief this game first before you can even look at it?
I'm not sure debriefing this one might be the right idea. I think the game's too close on Wednesday. We need to reset ourselves, but one thing's for sure, we're going to have to try and find a better defensive show, and otherwise we'll be going out of that competition.
I know he's ultimately responsible, but he's very honest in his assessment of the football match. Rudy Bear.
100%, and he hit the nail right in the head there. that defence doesn't play better come Wednesday night, we will be leaving, because seeing the 60 minutes last week there, Ox, they gave us an absolute football lesson. I was really surprised. I knew they'd be a good team, Ox, but the way they moved the ball at pace, the way they passed, the way they moved the ball up, up the park so quickly, I thought they were a really, really good outfit, and I don't think for a minute they'll play any differently in Wednesday night back at their place. So our defence is going to really have to be on it. If they get a couple of early goals on Wednesday night, you could wave goodbye, Irene, because it's over and done with. Because I don't really think we've got the capability to come back for that. A couple of goals. No earlier anyway.
I think we'll score a goal earlier, mate.
I think we're capable of getting a goal, but it's how many they might put past us. They've got 2 away goals as it stands at the moment. Aye. But, on the other hand, Steven Gerrard and the team seem to have the making of the European games, don't they? They've done so well in Europe. And to even think we're just 90 minutes away for the last 16 year competition is just, all in all. But aye.
Unbelievable.
It feels the same,
Bridgman, when you come, mate.
What was I going to say there? Can I just take my hat off to the manager, and I hope a lot of other Rangers fans do the same. That was a really good interview by him. Yeah. And his last statement is as blunt as you can get it. He's telling us the truth. And the truth is, if we play like that, we're going to get beat. And that's the thing that every single Rangers fan, no matter who he likes, who he doesn't like, if we play like that, we're going to get beat. And that's the truth. And we really can't do it. I've said it last week. We must take whatever we've done and move it into the next game. And we failed miserably. One of the boys in the lobby just said that we don't seem to be starting games with a bit of pace. We just don't seem to be starting them well. We pick up in parts, like we did against that mob yesterday, and we scored 2 great goals. But then we just let it all fall apart again. We need to start and maintain that whatever tempo we can get into the game, we need to start on the front foot and go on with it. That's what we need to do, really and truly. And the manager's spot on. Drop the form and we can forget it.
We've hardly scored the goal in the first half since the break.
I'm saying that, we're just the boys in the lobby are saying the same thing. It's just poor. It's really poor.
To be fair though, lads, I mean, we're making lots of chances. And these guys are, goalkeepers saving things with his finger and all that sort of stuff. And we're getting crazy bounces and all that sort of stuff. We've been really, if you look at the chances we're getting, it's not as if we're missing the target. I mean, that Portuguese mob in the first half the other night were brilliant, but they missed the target loads of times. They had 4 past the post. We are actually hitting the target, and it's not always good goalkeeping that's keeping them out. I mean, look at the one that the Portuguese guy did the other night. I mean, the ball was behind him. It was 6 inches figuring out the line. He hit it with the outside. It should have went in, but it didn't go in. We're just not
carried a lot of luck. And I was saying that the other day, guys, and I'm not being funny. You look at the goalkeepers that play against us, and we make them look like stars. That boy in St Johnson's goal the other day there, and I can't even the boy remember, somebody Clark or something. And seriously, he played brilliantly. He made some marvellous saves, and he did everything he could for his team. What can I say? Why are these people great against Rangers, but they can't do the same thing against others? It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Well, the thing is, for the past 2 seasons, we've been the top scorers in the league. We finished the season the top scorers, and twice we've not won anything. And that tells you that the goals that we're losing are the problem. The goals scoring.
Can I come on?
But we're losing too many stupid goals. And quite simply, it is the defence. We don't have a real stalwart or centre half.
That's quite a common theme coming through the thread tonight. And you come, Scott?
Well, what I was going to say, the guys, I know we've lost a few goals. We've only scored 10 goals in the last 7 league games. And I know the guy was saying there about our top scorers, but I think that's been a problem as well. I know we're giving away stupid goals, but 10 goals in sub before the break. I think the 6 games we scored about 15 goals. We were averaging about 3 a game before the break.
The goals have dried up as well. The goals have dried up.
That's what I'm saying, aye.
Well, how long has that? How long have we been on 29? Well, they've been aiming for 30 goals since the start of December. And he's still on 29, and we're going into March next week.
Well, he's only scored 1 goal, but we did have 2 goals that was legitimate goals, and we chopped them off. But
has he not been banned for 5 games during that time?
He's banned for 3 games as well, aye.
Yeah.
He's come back. But Alfie
you're not
needs a
getting any
goal.
goals for Kent either. You're not getting any goals for Kent either.
That was a point. I wanted to bring in Kent yesterday. I watched Kent yesterday, and at times he showed a wee bit more appetite to go on the ball. He didn't create too much, but he showed a wee bit more appetite to go on it. He's a boy that maybe needs to come out the team and maybe come on for the last half an hour, because he looks as if his confidence is shot, in my opinion. What are you thinking, Scott?
That's what I think. I know Andy was saying there that we've not really spent a lot of money, but he's the second highest player we've spent money on, £7 million. But I agree, I think he should have been out of the team a couple of weeks ago. And because we've got guys like Jones and Stewart, and he's not even prepared to give these guys I think Jimmy was saying that earlier on, he's not prepared to give these guys a chance at all. And when a player's lacking confidence, the first thing you should really do is take him out of the team, I think.
See the manager's defence. Oh, sorry, pal, sorry.
JFK, and you come, mate?
Well, you know my feelings in Ryan Kent, mate. I'd drop him like a hot toddy, mate. I keep saying it. At the very, very most, he was a £2 or £3 million player. He's lacking confidence as well. So,
there's a price tag's no his fault, is it? He's stuck with that.
Come on, Ox. You're either a good player or you're not a good player. I'm talking about. Never mind the price tags. I mean, I think Rangers were mugged.
Well, they might have been, but he's playing for us, so should he be in the team or no?
No, he should have been in the team. No,
I agree with you. He needs strapped and try and get him. Get a wee bit of improvement in his attitude.
His attitude is very poor, on the part. I mean, same as Kamara. Kamara's now playing like a £50,000 player when he gets a game. So these are the mistakes that the manager's made. So we can't kid ourselves on. These are guys that he's bought in, and people are saying that we can't.
Big mistakes, Jimmy.
Oh, you're my big pal back again.
Anyway, we've been joined by Andy Felix. How are we doing, Andy?
How you doing, pals? How you doing, guys? Everything's all right,
Oh, I am.
Right.
So.
I'm listening to what he said there, Gerard, right? I listened to it yesterday and all that. Now, he said there about Kambari, Gibbs be great, all that stuff. Well, how's he not getting more game time when Morales can hit a cow's ass with a banjo at the minute?
Yeah.
And there's another one right at the end that wasn't played there. He knows it's happening all the time. He saw it coming. He saw the draw coming. What's he doing about it then? If he's seen it coming, what's he doing about it?
What he said is he's seen that defensive performance before.
But he says at the end of it, right? I'm telling you, he said something, well, I could see that coming. I know it's coming, more or less. Well, he shouldn't be saying things like that. He should be saying that he should be bouncing them off the wall inside the changing room. Because we've already got a weak set of players, like Andy just said before that, and Jimmy, right? We've already got a weak set of players. They're listening to that. They're not going to play for him. They're not good enough to play for him anyway. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. You've got to get a grip of him. Get some changes. He told us at the start, I've got 2 players for every position. What? Where are they?
It's not quite worked out, is it?
No. I mean, now remember, you go back to when he more or less first came, Docs, right? And he turned round and he said something on the lines of, where we were getting done to the filth and all that, and we'll get losing to Hallowell and teams like that, right? He turned around and he said, not on my watch. We won't defend like that. Well, everybody's got A2, and that's so-called captain of the team. We're always going to defend like that. Yeah, we're not going any further there. It's got an arm. I absolutely more gutted tonight than what I did yesterday. Just, jeez. Come on, Rangers. Give us some spirit, man. It's not much to ask for, is it?
I think the manager's been really honest. I think he's
been honest, but
he's saying what he sees. He's not surprised that the defence has done that, because we haven't been consistent enough. As one of the guys said, one of the guys come on the phone and said tonight, we are not consistent enough. And sometimes you wonder what on earth is going to make us consistent. It's only the coaching staff that know that, because they see the players all the time. They need to be able to pick whomever they need to pick and play them. I'm desperate. I don't know about you guys. I was desperate from the start of the season. I want to see that boy we got from Kilmarnock. I want to see him playing for us. I thought he'd be a fantastic addition to our squad. Yeah. Somewhere along the line, our manager and his coaching staff don't see that. when we bring the guy on, everybody's cheering him when he comes on, and they're really keen on him, and so on and so forth. But the manager doesn't see him doing anything, and when he's on the park, he's got a couple of wee chances to shine. I don't know. I don't think he was bad, but I don't think he's shown enough for the manager. I don't know how much the manager's expecting from him, but only he knows that. So
he's disappeared. He's disappeared right in the picture, Jordan.
He has indeed, pal. I'm saying that. That's exactly what's happened.
The one I think's the raw deal is Greg Stewart. If I'm being honest, I really do. I feel there's been times when he's been due to start. And by the way, I think it was Andy that mentioned the boy Kimberry. Kimberry should have been in weekend and playing Morelos.
Friday night. Said that on Friday night. Morelos just didn't look interested at all at the minute.
No, but they still had Morelos playing, and they had Kimberry playing in Kent's position.
Well, yeah,
Morelos offers you a lot more than just goal scoring. He actually keeps everybody busy, or as much as possible busy, and that leaves a wee bit opening, and he brings people in. I've got no complaints about Morelos at all, other than I think he's carrying a bit of weight. I agree with some people that say that.
Well, he should be dropped then. He should be dropped then.
But he's still playing well, Jimmy. He's still playing quite well. You know,
quite well's not good enough.
But he's had 5 or 6 shots at goal, and made the keeper make good saves. What can you say about that?
Well, I throw 6 darts at a dartboard for the bull, and only one lands in it. It's the same idea.
If you're lucky.
No, I think Jimmy, there's a big difference. There's no goalkeeper there.
Come on, guys. We're clutching at straws here. Look, we're not wanting Alfredo Morelos.
So, hold on a second, Jimmy. Are you saying that Morelos is crap as well?
At this moment in time, he is. We need to use the word he's crap.
So you think he was crap
Morelos
Thursday night?
Oh, wow.
You thought Morelos was crap on Thursday night?
I didn't say he was crap. We're not talking about Thursday night, but we're talking about what happened yesterday. No, I mean, you can't pick and choose your games, Hawks, here. No, I mean, he's not been. Many goals as Alfredo Morelos scores at the turn of the year.
1.
Right.
That's what he's there for, Jimmy, to score goals. So if he's not scoring goals, he's crap.
Thank you.
But the rest he's like he's
box. If you don't get the ball at the park, a gentle forwards judge. He's got to have chances.
He's one of the best players in Scotland.
I'm not saying. But anyway, at the moment, he's not in form.
We'll be joined by another caller. How we doing, caller?
It's Jim 115 here.
Right, Jim. Keep it calm, mate.
Oh, a bit of sense coming back on you. Come on, Jim, get in here.
Yeah. I've actually just woke up for yesterday and I forgot about the programme. Right, listen, my views on yesterday.
Are you on a programme, Jim? What kind of programme are you on?
you
don't tell him, pal. Don't tell him.
I'm not telling you. You might want to know it. Right, listen, see on yesterday's game, I know the manager said that he never felt comfortable where we were defending. I can't get my head round for yesterday when after we went 2-1 up, Morelos missed an absolute sitter in my eyes and probably quite rightly be dragged off. But I can't get why we went from playing 4-4-2 to drop back to 4-3-3 when we know we can't defend. Why are we not going to try and go for that Rob's neck? Because yesterday I thought we pummeled him. I just can't believe, by the way, they actually got that goal the way they did. I just don't understand why he reverted back to going 4-3-3 after pushing the 2 up top and taking it, then go back to the 4-3-3 when he knows fine well that we can't keep Wayne out of close.
Wayne's out of close. Don't mention that. Just watch the news on Wednesday night. Channel 4.
No, but again, it's
follow the money.
Well, the biggest thing is we're in downfall this season, and it's
listen,
we've caused it ourselves.
If you look at since we come back, the games we've played, the points we've dropped. Against Aberdeen, you can't blame the centre halves because it was nothing each at Ibrox. You've got to look more at the forward players that day. Yes. But the 3 games away from home, Hearts, St Johnstone and Kilmarnock. If I'm being honest, we've been let down with our defence. The goals we've lost have been atrocious.
100%, but you go and look at the amount of chances we've created in the games. That to me, that's merely the bigger issue than the way they're playing at the defence. I mean, I just think the chances, even go back to Tynecastle, I thought Hearts were very, very fortunate to beat us again because we didn't kill the game. Kilmarnock, we should have beat them. And also Aberdeen again.
You you know me, I don't live in if, buts and maybes, right? I'm sorry for butting in there.
No, sorry.
Right. If we don't beat Braga and if we don't beat Hearts, will you still be saying the same here next Monday?
Will I still be saying that?
No, not you, Jim. No, you, Jim.
Sorry.
Don't be ox here and that. Would you still? Are you still in the same frame of mind?
The Braga man. Come on, let's be honest about it. We're no favourites to get through in that.
Right. Okay. Take the Braga game out. But last chance to win it. And Big Al's right. The only chance we've got to win in silverware is really the Europa League, which we know is not going to happen. So then the next best thing is the Scottish Cup. If we're sitting here next Monday night and we're saying that we're out of the Europa League and we're not in the Scottish Cup, how will it go then? Will it go tits up?
The stone of Gareth Moss.
So, well, I mean, when everybody's on making an opinion and everybody's saying you shouldn't be saying this about Steven Gerrard, you shouldn't be saying that. And I don't live in the world of ifs, buts and maybes, but then we're in it now. If we don't do this and if we don't do that, and then how will people's perception be on Steven Gerrard and on what's happening in Rangers? You know, he's got to be accountable for his actions. His actions was he brought a lot of these players to Ibrox. And it's all right saying there's Deadwood below that he never brought in, we need to get rid of for wages. But he brought the biggest majority of these players in, so he's got to be held accountable, him and his coaching staff.
Can they really spot a player? That's the thing. Can he really spot a player? I mean, you look at it, there's a story going down here that he can't wait to renew his own relationship having a go at Lampard down at Chelsea. What does that tell you? It tells you that all the Rangers fans more or less are on the train. But I'm not totally convinced he's on the train. And if these two results go against us, let's just see. His body language has not been that great since he's come back as well. He doesn't. I'm telling you, like you said, Jimmy, if we get knocked out of these two, he might start thinking I'm away out of here as well.
Yeah. So you didn't see his body language when he was running up and down the track when we scored goals against Braga.
No, but they've all
I don't think that. I think we're looking for the excuses here. I don't think the body language is an issue with me because.
Nah, they're bringing too much in it.
To me, I think they're bringing too much in it. I think the players are
he comes alive when we're in Europe, running up and down. But see, when we're doing nothing in Scotland and we need something to happen so we can win that league, he sits on that bench and does nothing.
Well, he didn't do nothing yesterday when he was going bananas with Morelos missed an absolute sitter at 2-1. He didn't look as if he was somebody that was sitting on his backside to me then.
I think we're actually attacking the manager for zero, to be honest.
I know.
He hooked Halliday at half time.
Well, we done well there. As much as I like Andy, I think we've got to also put it in perspective where we were, where we are now.
I don't disagree with that. But it's not good enough. We haven't got the time. We haven't got the time to wait around now. It's getting very, very close here. Too close, to be honest with you.
I think there's a lot of factors. I think we're maybe looking at excuses for away in Dubai and all that. I think we go and look at the injuries, the suspensions, and I'll go even as far as saying the pitch and playing at Ibrox. I think there's a lot of culminating factors here in which actually happened there these last 4 weeks. Calvin here, no way he's fit again. He's come back to that injury too quick. Stephen Davis, Ryan Jack, Alfredo Morelos, they're 4 or 5 people who are a big part of your team. And all these factors over that last 5 weeks, by the way, I've got a lot to do with it. Plus, no putting the ball in the net. You don't put the ball in the back of the net. It's simple. You don't win games. And we've had plenty of chances. That's my take on it.
The 21 shots on goal yesterday, we couldn't beat them.
Unbelievable.
Says it all, doesn't it?
I think if you go back and look at all the games, again, as I said, the ones that we've dropped points in, I think we've had umpteen chances to win the games.
Can I just say, guys, I'm not being funny when I say this. I'm dead keen on Rangers, as you know. I want to win on Wednesday night. I want Rangers to win on Wednesday night, obviously. And I want Rangers to go through in the Scottish Cup. So there's 2 games I'm supporting Rangers, 100%. And if we want to go to ifs, then what if we beat Braga? And what if we beat Hearts? Are we going to be sitting moaning again about Steven Gerrard or anything? We've got to be realistic. Yes, there's a chance that Braga are going to beat us. They'll be the favourites. Well, it's a good chance that Hearts are going to beat us as well because they beat us the last time we played them. It's really difficult to imagine how low our team has gone. It's really difficult to imagine from Braga and then finishing up at Braga again in Ibrox against Braga to getting beat with St Johnstone. That's a massive drop in confidence. And the manager's got a huge job to lift them up, and he needs to lift them up for Wednesday, and then that continues across.
What do you think the discrepancy is for the Braga game, right? See that last 25 minutes? I thought it was brilliant.
Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
Fantastic. And I'm thinking, right, that should give them a real spurty kick on with St Johnstone at the weekend. Let's go there, couple of goals, good performance, get the 3 points up the road, and it's been a good week. Right, so what I don't know what the problem is between the last, say, 30 minutes of the Braga game and 90 minutes against St Johnstone. I don't know why they can't see that they can play like that against Braga in the last 30 minutes, yet they can't play like that against St Johnstone. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand.
Rudy, do you remember, maybe all of you remember, do you remember the argument and it ended up a fight with the two Hearts players? It was Craig Levine, and the boy Stuart Hogg. Do you remember it?
Back in the day,
they were both in the same team, and Levine just hooked him. And I think, in all honesty, that I would have been close. If I'd have been next there close to Katic at that second disaster thing, I would have been close to hooking him. That's how angry I was when I saw what he'd done or how he'd failed to do what he's supposed to do. That's how easy it is to get angry at people. And we can't afford to do that. But that's the kind of thing you would want to drag him into a dressing room and give him a real dressing down. The manager and the coaches was to get leather his head, get it into his head. I don't know if you can improve him.
Do you know the funny thing is, Katic is still really young for that position.
Absolutely. And he's an international player. He's going to be an international player for sure. But my God.
Do you think you'll play many more games for us?
I'm surprised.
Oh, I think he's a set to play more. He'll play at the end of the season for sure. Oh, absolutely.
I'm surprised that you're saying that, because you've actually roundly supported Goldson on a number of occasions when he's done.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
No, but you've supported him, and here you're saying for Katic. The Katic really hasn't made that mistakes for us. But that one game is a bad game yesterday. And the one difference when you've got a player that has a bad game is normally the guy beside him or the guy in his vicinity can help him out. And that's where we get real problems, because Goldson is not a football player. He does not have the capability. He can't attack a ball in the air. He's not very good at attacking the ball on the ground. And we're a man short. But
look, can I just say to you once again, you have to be realistic. We've only got, at the present moment, you've really only got two centre halves.
But there's another thing that you're missing out here. On the right-hand side of the pitch where we've got Tavernier, not really performing quite well. Tavernier, we know, actually, I don't think he suffers for lack of confidence, but he actually changed when Candias came to play for us. Yes, did an absolute mountain of work down that right-hand side and made him a better player. And I believe he actually also made Goldson a better player, because he didn't have to deal with the problems that might normally have been made or possibly been there in that area where the likes of Tavernier. So they both, on the right-hand side, we were dead strong. But now we don't have MD to do the role that Candias is doing, or Candias was doing. And so therefore, if there's anything problematic that's going to come from that corner, then the only guy that's there is going to be Goldson. And Goldson is a bomb scare. So you've got Goldson and you've got somebody in his right and somebody in his left that do not have somebody strong enough to play with. The guy is the weak link in our defence, and that's where most of our
yes, but the reason I defend them, but in fact I defend all the defenders, to be honest. The reason I defend them is that they're the best we've got. We don't have anybody else, and we have to get through to the end of the season.
We do have.
Who have we got in the squad now in the defence? Who?
Bridge, the only one that ever get playing 100% is Goldson. There was other players could have dropped in and out his place, and then it was never done. It's always been Goldson. It's been the central man, and then they've changed. They've put Helander in. They've put the other boy in. And
Helander is injured. He's injured, and I would love it. He'd keep your boot on and go out and play for us, because that's what I think he could do. But he's injured, and the only other two centre halves that we've got, with the exception of Edmondson, we know about Edmondson, but that's our centre. We've got a centre half pairing that are the first pick pairing, and that's your.
Goldson has always been the main choice, and he's always picking.
But
Golson's the teacher's pet.
You watched Edmondson against Hamilton. It wasn't brilliant. You know, we need to be realistic.
He wasn't as bad as Golston, though, was he?
No,
not in that particular game. I mean, Golston was poor yesterday. But think about the performance Golston had in the 29th. I know there's flaws in Golston's game, but think of the game he had at Barkhead.
Can he keep living on the 29th, though? We can't keep living on the 29th. We're now 10 points behind. So it's 13 now, isn't it? You're great. 29th was brilliant. We love that.
We need to get to... We need, whatever you say, guys, whatever you say, we need to get to the end of the season with the players that we've got. We cannot do anything about it. Nothing at all. So we have to support what we've
got now. That's it.
Unless he fancies promoting the boy Mayo, but
there you go.
They're very young. It's very seldom that in all teams that they bring in young centre halves in it. Very seldom.
But I would take Golston out and I'd give that Emerson a go.
I think that's the reason why Big George and Winston's will be played, because the boy's still young, and putting him in there now is going to get the boys slaughtered the way things are going. I think that's what Gerrard is doing. He's actually trying to protect them.
If you're developing players, you've got to protect them, man. It's part of the development. It's difficult, but you've got to judge that horse.
If you keep protecting them, we're never going to know whether they're good enough.
I never said protect them. I said develop them.
Right, okay.
There's a difference, isn't there?
There is.
What about McCrory? Is he out on loan still?
Aye. I mean, but in the manager's opinion, he didn't think he was good enough, did he?
But his performances proved otherwise when he played.
Again, it's a big difference playing for other teams than it is playing for Glasgow Rangers. And it's been proven by the boy Docherty, Murphy, and you're probably looking at McCrory and all. Personally, I don't think any of the freedom would have been made any difference, but the weight of the shot is a big issue with a lot of people.
Something Stadler often says is, if you're old enough, you're good enough. Or whatever, the reverse of that. But
that's true. I mean, boys have broke through and got into the team at 16. Derek Johnson, Pelly, Wayne Rooney. There's boys that have been stars. Aye. And then you've guys that have been fantastic players at a young age, right? But the piece, that's not the rule of thumb. And particularly the centre half position and the goalkeeper. Most of them don't come into the 40. 24, Bridge, 25, is that fair?
Yeah, that's probably about it, yeah. Well, they start to get a bit of strength in their bones,
but we've got to watch that we don't rip our own positivity apart here. We've had a few setbacks in the last month. It's been sore for us all. And we're all bears, we're all hurting.
I think that's what the biggest problem is just now. I think the fans are hurting. They're hurting big time because we know how close we've actually got to this mob, and it's just frustration. I spoke to my mate today who said he's no going back to another away game because apparently the atmosphere at these away games now is actually turning toxic.
People arguing with each other.
That's going to feed back to the players as well. Ibrox is probably the worst place in the world to go and try and play football for any young guy, because we're the most unforgiving fans in the world. We're brilliant when we're behind them. We're out there singing and dancing. But you know yourself. I mean, he said, if we go to the East Enclosure the other night there and all, after the European tie, because of the grumps and groans, they're hearing these things. You're not telling me they players are not getting a negative reaction and all for which the abuse that they're taking. Again, I'm not saying that the abuse is no right and I'm not saying it's no wrong, but they players are struggling big time with confidence, and I don't think the fans are helping much either.
Did we not get booed? Did we not booing them up at half time?
Again,
wow. Just wow. I still can't believe it. A fan ran onto the pitch and somebody else threw a firework, I don't believe it. We've just been fucking banned from Europe, or some of our fans banned from Europe. What is the matter with us? God save us. Sorry, guys. Sorry, a bit of rant there. Apologies.
Wee bit of Easter Road there, big man. A wee bit of over-exuberance.
Over-exuberance, yeah. That's a good one, isn't it? That's a good one. I just
can't believe
it.
I work for everybody else, Ox.
So I think it's. I think we really need to, as fans, we have to watch what we're doing. as Oxtear just said a minute ago, we're going to rip the confidence. Any confidence is left, we're going to rip it out of the players. We really need to back them. They need backing, and need backing big style. That's what I feel about it. I know a lot of folk don't think the same as me, so feel free. But that's what I think. We really need to back our team big style.
Yeah. Right. So tomorrow night, Bridge, we're getting joined by Bill McMurdo, first part of the show. Should be real interesting. He's got some stories to tell me.
By the way, I wish you luck on that one. I'm sure you'll be able to weed some stuff out of him.
Just make sure he's got his collar in his pocket.
That's quite a good one, pal. That's quite a good one. The collar, I love it.
It should be quite entertaining, JFK. We'll see where it takes us.
I'll speak a couple of times. Different.
Just make sure he gives you the right correct first degree annual, by the way.
Do you know him, Jimmy? Do you know him?
No, I've seen him in the passing.
You've seen him in the passing. And you, JFK, you know him?
I've met him a couple of times, yeah, but only just informally at a couple of functions, but nothing.
Okay, so does he know your name? Does he know your name and your reputation?
Oh no, it doesn't know my name, but he's.
All right.
Your name is brother Jimmy.
Brother,
he has shaken my hand a few times, and I've went toe to toe with him.
Nice one. I wish you luck, Oxtear. I tell you that, I really do. I really wish you luck.
Anyway, listen, I know it's been an emotive night. We're all hurting. I was going to say we've lost a game of football, but whenever we drew a game of football,
feels like we lost it, doesn't it?
We tend to overreact. Can I thank everybody who phoned in tonight? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's difficult because everybody sees the game so much different for each other. But over to you, Bridge.
Well, what can I say? I've thoroughly enjoyed the night, and thanks for all the input, guys. It's been really, really good. And seriously, as fans, there's nothing like us. There's absolutely nothing like us because we really have got all massive difference of opinion, but we have to stay together, and we do. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, looking forward to tomorrow night and Oxtear running the show. Good on you, Oxtear. Everybody, keep it going for the Rangers because we really, really need us. They do really need us. Keep it going, please.
Listen to the man. They need us. As I said, can I thank everybody who took part this evening? Thank everybody who phoned in, everybody in the lobby. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, joined by the legend that is Bill McMurdo. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Ever since I recall, I have followed football, and ingrained in my heart are the Rangers FC. Through good and the bad, times of happy or sad, it will always be Rangers for me. For when I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white from the day I'd be Rangers for life. And I vowed to my dad, if I too have a lad, I would show him the way as he did on that day. And so now here I stand with young Lyle by the hand after walking down Paisley Road West. For when I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. From that day I'd be Rangers for life. When I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. For the day I'd be Rangers for life.
There's a great sense of pride that I feel deep inside as I'm watching the jurors, my father and son. And it's sure safe to say at the end of the game, win or lose, we will all follow on. For when I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. From that day I'd be Rangers for life. Ever since I recall, I have followed football, and ingrained in my heart are the Rangers FC. Through good and the bad, times of happy or sad, it will always be Rangers for me. For when I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. For the day I'd be Rangers for life. From that day I'd be Rangers for life. From that day I'd be Rangers for